Hello, in this video I'm going to be talking about how to tear down clothes for their pattern. Obviously, depending on what you're making, each step will be completely different, but I'm just going to be going over this as a general how-to. This is the absolute best way to learn how to make clothing. You get to see the construction as well as you're left with a pattern that you can use. Although I am making this video as a tutorial, it's more of just instructions on what you can do to learn this skill for yourself. The jacket that I'm taking apart is a modern N2B inspired jacket made by Alpha Industries. Something like this is a bit more advanced. If you're new to this, I suggest either jeans or a bomber jacket. Both of those are constructed in a way that's very useful to understand, and as well, they're not as complex. And lastly, if you're not comfortable with grading, it's important to get something that's in your size, so that way you can use the exact pattern that comes from this. This is a seam ripper. We'll be using it for all of the disassembly. The first thing to understand is the order of construction. The order that you take something apart in is the exact opposite of the order of how it was assembled. You can tell the last stitch by looking for two things. First, being able to see both sides of the stitch, and second, being able to see where the stitch starts and stops. If you can see both sides and the ends, it means it's the next stitch to take apart. This is a little demo of how something's put together and taken apart. So if we look at this stitch running across here, we can see both sides and the ends, so we know to break that one first. When we look at this gray piece up here, it's been sewn blind and then top stitched afterwards, so the next thing to break would be the top stitching. Then, where this gray piece was sewn on, we can break afterwards. When we look at the seam between the blue and the white, we can see one row of stitching from the top and two from the back, meaning that it was sewn blind and then top stitched. So we can take it apart in the reverse order. First breaking the top stitch and then breaking the running/blind seam underneath. This is just a quick visual explanation, but when you look at something like this in real life, you should be able to figure it out. Now we can move on to the actual jacket. We'll start at this leather patch here. We can see the top side of the stitch and we can see where it starts and ends, but we can't see the back side of the stitch, so we know this isn't where we need to begin. If we look at the top stitching at the waistband, we can see both sides of the stitch and where it starts and stops, so we know that this is one of the last stitches that was sewn and the first ones to be taken apart. But keep in mind you could have multiple last stitches, such as the waistband and the cuff. Both of these are the same stitch, and both need to be taken apart before we can move on any further. If we look at the lining, we can see the seam but not the stitch, so we know that we don't need to do this yet. However, when we look at these buttons on the front, we can see the back side of the stitch, meaning that these will be the next thing to take apart. To keep track of what we're doing while we're taking the garment apart, we'll use Google Sheets. Just open a new sheet and scroll down quite a few lines and write down what you've just taken apart. When you make your next entry, instead of going to the line below, instead go one line up. This way, when you write going up instead of going down, your instructions will be in the right order once you finish. Where the first stitch to sew is at the top and the last stitch to sew is at the very bottom. Once you've written everything that you need to, you can delete all of the empty rows above your first step. There's a lot of repetition here. Just take something apart, write it down, and repeat. If you're working on a jacket with a lining like I am, you'll have to turn it inside out at some point. On most jackets, there'll be a turned seam that's top stitched near the lining of the left elbow. So I'm breaking this seam and turning the jacket inside out from here. After that, the seam holding the cuff to the interior and exterior sleeve is done. If you have any rivets or snaps, you can smash them out or cut them out. Once you're done disassembly, you'll be left with a full set of instructions. I do this somewhat often, so I've shortened down words and whatnot, but you can just write down whatever makes sense to you. Once you have everything disassembled, you can iron them all flat and then trace them onto paper. You can use a tracing wheel if there's any lines within pieces that you want to copy over, and if you don't have one, you can just usually poke through with a needle. Make sure that you label everything. For pieces that are rectangles, I usually find it better to just measure them and then use those measurements to draw up an exact copy on paper. After you've traced everything, you can just cut them all out. A little trick for getting the paper to lay flat is to iron it without any steam. It may be that at some point you'll find a seam that you can't recreate on your machine. This usually isn't a big deal. The main one that you'll run into is probably twin chain flat felled. In this case, just add your seam allowance starting in the middle of where the two stitches you pulled out were. And that's all for the teardown. You can make a sample first to check over everything on the pattern. I've changed my pattern a bit, and if you have as well, I'd recommend that you do this. And now onto the fun part. You now have a pattern that you can use, and you can sew anything you want with it. I made a patched black N2B. I'm only showing a few steps here, but here's the final product, and here's what it looks like on body. I've included a bunch of little details that I wanted to, and if you want to see more of the pictures, you can check it out on my Instagram. And that's pretty much everything. Like I said earlier, this isn't truly a tutorial, but rather just an explanation of what you can do so you can understand it all. I know I haven't explained like what types of seams to use where and whatnot, but if you take something apart for yourself, you'll start to understand it all. Doing this is the absolute most useful thing you can do if you want to learn how to sew. You might not get it perfect on the first try, but if you do your best to pay attention to everything, you'll learn and eventually you'll be really happy with your results. I usually tell people that sewing is difficult so I don't feel like I'm misleading anyone, but the truth is it's actually really easy. It's just that there's a lack of information out there. There is a learning curve for sure, but if you have the motivation to learn, I doubt it will slow you down. It's a great hobby to have, considering you can make whatever you want, and most projects don't cost that much. This was probably only $50 or so in materials, not including the price of the jacket that I took apart. A lot of people who sew get kind of hung up on the whole one of one thing, which I do get the appeal of, but personally the beauty of it is that you can make the same thing over and over again. And when you do that, you'll work out better details and you'll make improvements in a very noticeable way. I know there's a few of you watching who are more advanced than me, but most of you are either new to it or want to start and just haven't yet. So think about it. Thanks for watching. Bye.